Post Unified Elementary School District. It is 6 o'clock and I am officially opening the meeting. This is my call to order. Are there any adjustments to the agenda? You'll note there are only really 2 items here. And if people want to talk about budgets or talk about warrants, we can, but that would be another item. And I would just assume not, but it's up to you all. Not seeing any eagerness to add items to the agenda, and not having minutes to approve tonight, I will move on to communications and public comment. Did anybody have a public comment that they got from a third party?
I have nothing in the chat already.
Then I would say we can assume that we've communicated and publicly commented to the extent anybody wants to. Moving on to the first 4, as opposed to the second 4. Okay, student activity account signature and authorization update. Flora, this is an old story. You want to tell it again?
Yes, it is. Right now, since the Grafton does not have a principal, we need to take off from the student activity account the authorized signature of Ms. Helen Pritchard. At the moment, I think that the best that we could do is just leave the signature of the treasurer, which is the second authorized signature, until we have a principal set in place. That way we avoid the fact of having to do all the paperwork again for a preliminary signature for the principal that is right now covering. And then we will have to take it off and then put the new one again. So just to avoid all of that paperwork, we would just take Ms. Pritchard signature off. We will keep Paul Harlow, which is the treasurer and is the only authorized signature at the moment until we have a new person in place. This is not going to affect them. They do have the credit card process in place set already. I checked the card this morning. It's working. It is linked to their bank account. So if they need to do any transfer or any funds or anything, they could just use the credit card they have in place right now. They don't really need checks, which is why they would need a signature. So I just need you guys to just let me know if you're going to approve for us to remove her signature. That way I can contact tomorrow People's Bank, and that way they could just remove her from the file.
Chris, one question. Would it be useful as an emergency to have Liz Hardy be that person, or do you think that we should just leave the sleeping dog on its own?
I think as close as we are, I think just leave it as Flora had discussed, and it's just quicker, and so we can just move forward. I think the most important part is just get get signatures off rather than adding them on at this point.
All right, then I will entertain a motion to remove Helen from the list of authorized signatures for the Grafton Elementary School. I don't need a second. Are there any, but I do need a motion.
So moved.
So moved.
All right, I've got Lynn moved and Cheryl seconding. Any discussion on this point? I'll move the question.
I guess I would quickly say for the record that we're removing the former principal, Helen Richards Peel, from this authorization.
Right. Thank you. I always get Helen's hyphen messed up, so thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, with that, I'm going to call the roll. Cheryl?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
I did see, have we lost Melissa?
No, I'm here. I just signed off on one device and signed on another. My vote is yes.
All right, then we have unanimity on this point. All right, the item of real discussion tonight is the other four, which is new business for discussion and action, and it is recommended that we have an executive session because we're discussing personnel matters and a legal matter. So I will entertain a motion to go into executive session for that purpose.
So moved.
Melissa moves, noting without objection, and we are now in executive session. I think we have nobody on this call that is not authorized. Oh, Lynn.
We have,
Okay, Fact TV is on.
yeah,
All right, well, then we'll have to ask our friends at Fact TV if they would mind having a commercial break while we go and get this done.